Okay guys, be very quiet. You see him? He's in there hiding. He's tried to sneak up on me. He actually almost snuck up on me and blew the whole place up. You see, he was hiding down there in that hole. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. There's no way up. Little did I know, there was, in fact, a way up. So he was down here. He spawned in that little hole right there. Let me give you the close-up look. Yeah, so right here. So I'm standing up there. There's no way he can get me. But he went through here, climbed up and around this way, up these stairs here, and came after me. Okay, Mojang. The AI on these mobs is very good. You have achieved that. And kudos from me. I'm only glad that I caught him out of the side of my eye before he was able to blow this whole place up. Okay. And had he blown that up, that would have delayed the video, because I would have had to replace all these cows. So cow here, cow there, all the way around through here. Lovely little cows. In all the holes. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. So each one of these cows, so we have one here, one here. When they're bred, let me just breed them from down below. Oh, you're excited now. Alright, you have some, and you have some. Alright, they don't care about the wheat anymore. Look, there's the baby. Now, once the other cow moves, the baby will probably get pushed out. Maybe. Eventually, at some point, that baby will get pushed out. And when it does, it'll drop down here into this area. And there's one of these kind of trenches under each one of the farms. So here, all the way around. And you'll notice every one of them has a dispenser in them. They're empty right now, but eventually I'm going to put just a water bucket in each one of these and get them all wired up to a switch somewhere. Huh, come on, cow. Where'd you go? Oh, you're still hanging out right there. Okay. Maybe he'll grow up there. I also could have bred them from the top. That would have worked either way. Seems quite content there. Interesting. Well, we'll look into that later. I believe that he will eventually drop down. Oh, did he go? No? Nope, he's still there. Okay, perfectly safe. Alright, so the cows will drop down whenever we're ready to harvest them. We'll turn on the water from all these sides, and that'll fill up the whole area with moving water that all goes straight to this hole. And then they'll fall through the hole, get washed away, and I'll elevator them up somewhere behind here. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put some sort of, probably a cooker area over here in this wall. So then they'll go around underneath, back up to the top, drop in, you can push a button, cook them all, good to go. We have lots of leather and meat. Are you still in there? Where'd you go? He's still there. Well, how about that? Let's try it again with some other ones and see if this is just a... Come on, have some wheat. There you go. Yeah, you like that. Alright. Who's... Oh, there we go. You see that? Popped out. There you went. Oh, whoa. Oh. Interesting. Alright, so he's gonna run right back around, come up the stairs, and over here again, and he's probably gonna push this guy off. I can watch this for a while. Who's gonna fall off? Oh! You're gonna kill yourself like that. Put the weed away. And he ran right back down there. Interesting. Alright, so I don't think they would normally run in the hole, but even then, I'm not going to give them the option because I'd rather not have them transported to the cooker before I'm ready for it. So I'm going to set kind of a piston trapdoor to just drop the grass out of the way and reveal the tunnel. I need to gather a few materials for that, so I'll have to come back and do that in just a minute. Once I figure out where everything's going to go, how the water stream's going to work, and all that. I do already have a path mapped out for the dispenser wiring, and I'll show you what that's going to look like real quick. So here's each of the dispensers, and if you put a block here, you can just run the redstone wire over on top of the block and around. So I'm just going to do that for each one of these, and that should take care of that. I'll need a couple of repeaters just to keep the signal going, but that should allow me to turn them all on pretty much simultaneously. And that same signal is going to operate the trapdoor underneath. So that should work out quite well. So that's going to come through here. Alright, well I'm going to do a little bit more work. We're going to get all our supplies together, and then we'll come back and get it all put together. Alright, back in just a few. Okay, so I have done some work to the dispensers. I have them all wired up, and I have a powered lever underneath each one of them. So now, if I flip the switch down, see the water comes out of all the dispensers, flows across the ground, washes right up to that hole, and I flip it off, and then the water stops from all the dispensers. So that's exactly what we want. Alright, so let's go on downstairs. Now we can go this way. Alright, so for the cows, they'll get washed all the way over here, down this hole. Alright, to this area. Now what I have here is just kind of the start of a water stream. So I'm going to have water back here. It's going to push them up these stairs. Have the signs in there to hold the water at each level. What we're doing right here though is we need to set up kind of a piston door. So let me get some equipment. Let's see, I have sticky pistons, repeaters, redstone, dirt, some stone blocks. Okay, so to start out with, we're going to put piston, 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 and we want a couple upward facing ones. So there and there. On top of those, we're going to put dirt blocks, and let's mirror the same thing on this side. Okay, so in order to power these, I'll put repeater and repeater. Nope, not that. Do it backwards. Put repeater. There we go. That's what we want. These need to be set to 3 ticks. Same thing here. We're going to put repeater and repeater. 3 ticks, 3 ticks. Okay. So let's wire those in. Gonna run that around. Now these are the lights for the floor, and if I run the redstone underneath them like this, it's going to power everything, which we don't want. So I'm carefully avoiding that area. And to there. Alright, so at this point, if I were to power it, they would push both of these blocks to the center. Okay. Now what we need to do is power these pistons so that they'll fire upwards and close off this gap. So they'll send the dirt blocks right up to here. So we want to put, and the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to not be able to see in there. So I want to have a solid wall here. Let's just do it all the way up on this side. So the piston's going to be right on the other side of these 2 blocks. So if I put redstone repeaters just in default positioning there, that'll work out great. Alright, let me dig my way around this. Kind of block myself in here. Alright, don't break. Okay, the pickaxe just almost had it. Alright, on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's see. Put a block here and here, here and here. Put down my repeaters. There and there. Alright, that means I need to take out these blocks. Let me see if If I put in the half slab blocks here, is that going to work? We'll see. Do this to here. Run this wire on around. Alright, so both of these are set for 1 tick as well. Can I still walk down through here? Oh yeah, I can. That'll work. It looks a little weird. I might wind up kind of pushing this whole staircase one this way. Might work a little bit better. Might look a little bit better. Not that I'll be down here looking at it too much, but, you know, I know it's down here, so I'm going to make it look good. Okay. So, if I apply power, let's just do this trick again. Alright, you see these both pushed out? And if we run upstairs real quick, we can see that the ground would be totally flattened out. Oh, except for that one. Troubleshooting time. Okay, so why did that one piston not fire? Oh, because I'm too far away? How many blocks? Oh, I started all the way over here. Let's tell you what, let's just drop a lever. Put a lever right there. Flip it. Let's see, these all powered? These are all powered all the way around over here. Okay, now if we go upstairs, that is going to be what we wanted to see. Boing, boing, boing. One of these days I'll build a staircase. There we go. Yeah, nice, flat. And since this won't be staying open very often, or very long periods of time, it should keep the grass. So I doubt that in most cases will the grass despawn. So that'll look good. Okay, now what we need to do is wire it into this lever. So this lever is what controls the water. Looking good. That's not broken yet. Yet. So whenever we turn the water on, we want to open that door. So what we can do, let's see. Let's follow this on around. This is the center, so let's trace it on over here. So there's, let's see, a repeater right here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see where we break in. Alright, here we go. This is where we're going to come in. Let me drop a torch so we can see what's going on. There we go. So there's the lever we placed earlier. If we take this down here, we can step down to here, to here. Let's actually do it one earlier. Okay, so we'll replace this with cobble so we know that there's wiring on it. Get rid of this one, put cobble in as well. Same thing here. Okay, so now this cobblestone signal, or redstone signal, is going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so there's no way that's going to reach the whole thing, so let's pop that out and put a repeater in right there. Okay, so now let's test that. That should have the two systems connected. So ideally the water will turn on and the door will open up. Oh, right, that needs to be inverted. Do I have a torch? I don't have a torch. Because remember, the pistons are closed when they're powered. And this will actually be really easy. We don't even need that repeater. Let's close that off. Let's put a cobblestone block right there and a torch. So now when we turn on the water streams, this torch will power off and the door will become unpowered, so it'll close up. Okay, so let's cross your fingers and flip the switch. Aha! Aha! Yes! And it even looks alright. Because you can see that I put the... Oh, hello there, cow. I put the blocks in there just so that they would not be able to see it. I will take the bottom dirt grass out so that they'll be able to fall all the way through. Alright, so now we close it off. Once we're done, it comes back up. You see 2 of the blocks still have their grass. And I left it up. I actually left it open longer than I would have needed to, just to flush some cows through. Okay, so that seems to be working well. Let me put together a stream. I'm going to go ahead and move that over by 1 block just for good positioning. I'm going to open this up here. Now when the door opens up, these pistons would go to the sides and you'd be able to see all the way up through the top. I can demonstrate that. Let's just drop a torch right here. So we can see that it's open and there's water around all the edges. Alright, very good, very good. And the wiring is not even too bad for that. I was realizing today how little long distance redstoning I do. Most of the redstone I do is pretty compact, so I had to actually go out and do some more mining for materials because I didn't have enough redstone to go all the distance. Alright, now just for cleanness, I'm going to go ahead and just fill this in. We won't need access down here, I don't believe. Keep it nice and clean. Alright, well, I'll be right back in just a few minutes once we have a little more progress done on the water stream, and we'll take a look at how that works. Alright, looks good. Okay, so I've done a little bit of work on the cow stream as well as the area where they're going to come up and land. So I've been toying around with this idea. It kind of looks like a fireplace to me. So the idea being there is a hole at the top, a 2-wide hole behind the bars that the cows could fall through, and they would land in this area right here. And once they were here, they were pretty much stuck. So these dispensers would have lava buckets in them. I'd do a quick pulse, turn them on, turn them back off, and collect all the wheat. Or, not the wheat. The leather and beef. But, I don't know, it's not quite doing it for me. It needs something. Let me do a little redesign work, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I've done a little bit more work on the design, and I like this one a lot better. Yeah, it looks nicer, more clean, and it has more features. So what these are cow faders. So the cows will go right up through them. Same thing on this side, and then they'll converge and drop down in the center. Alright, so the last thing we need to do, and I'll demonstrate how that works in just a minute, but let's do this first. I want to have a lava cooker, so I have 2 dispensers. Behind there you can see them there and there. The cow's udders appear to be in the way. Okay, yeah, right there. Alright, so I want to have a quick 1-tick pulse so that it'll drop a bucket of lava and pick it right back up. So that they'll set them on fire, they'll burn, I'll have nice cooked meat, and it won't burn up all the stuff. So I'm going to put the button here. Let's go ahead and hop over. I went ahead and cleared out a little room here for some redstone. So get the input from the button. We'll run it right up here. Place a block. And this is going to be for the monostable circuit. So we're going to bring it down to a 1-tick pulse. So we're going to set the first one to... Oops, not that direction. We set the first one to 4 ticks, second one to 2 ticks. On this side, we're going to put redstone torch, bring that signal around so that we turn this torch off. Alright, now in order for this to work, I'm going to go ahead and... The dispensers are on the other side of these blocks, so I can run redstone right over the top of that, and that will power it. So I can do this, and you heard those just clicked, so that was a redstone update, because I have levers underneath them that are keeping them constantly powered. So whenever we update the redstone, it'll dispense another block, or bucket of lava in our case. Alright, but we need this to be constantly on, so we have to invert. So we're gonna, whenever this torch comes on, it'll invert this torch over here. but we want this one always on. And there, that should connect it. Let's do a quick test and see if we can get some cooked meat out of it. A couple of lava buckets. Oops, put that back. Pick this up. Okay. Jump. Put one right there. And on the other side, do the same thing. Put one right there. Okay. Cross your fingers. Doop. There's some stuff that just... Wow, they actually spew cow meat and stuff all over the place. Wow, that one is actually still raw. I think that one of the cows didn't burn to death. I think he was killed by the impact of the lava. Is that possible? I didn't know that was possible or not. Alright, well that seems to be working great. So let me just close that side up. Put that there. Just put this here, and I may change this design later, but this will make it nice and covered up for now. Okay, so what I was talking about earlier, with the floor opening up and the water washing in, we have some grown-up cows in here. So let's go ahead and flip the lever, which is on this wall over here, and we'll give it a test. Alright, here comes the water, the floor is opened up, falling, falling. That's cool. I like that. Alright, whenever it's done, turn it back off. Water goes away, floor closes up, and that grass block will grow back. Alright, so now we watch over here on this side. And what I have is a little water path underneath the floor. Oh, yep, there they go. That is a cow vader right there. Now you notice they're going on both sides. I have a splitter in the middle. And in just a minute we can go through the path and see what it looks like ourselves. Oh, there's a late cow. He's hanging out in the back. Come on up, buddy. Oh, there's 2. 3. Alright, so it's not super quick, but I really like the looks of it. So that's working great. And the lava's going to be there for so little time that I shouldn't have to worry about any of the logs or planks burning. And if I do see something happen, I'll be here, so I can just put it out really quick. But yeah, let's go ahead and run this one more time. Cook them. Ah, nice fireplace. Oh, it went out. It scatters it everywhere. Need to wait some time and get maybe like 50 cows in here and just scatter them all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you the water streams, and then we'll do a quick breed and we'll call that an episode. So, alright, so after the cows have grown, they'll all drop down, fall down here. They'll get swept down through this way, fall into a water stream. Alright, and I'm not actually moving the mouse or touching the keyboard right now. So I'm just getting pushed this direction. And over here to this area. So you see it goes around the corner, have this diagonal water stream right here, and then it comes into this area. And what I have here, you can see there's iron railing on either side, back and forth. Let's go up where we can see. Iron railing, and then I have alternating water blocks, so that there's a nice straight up path in the middle, and that there's always plenty of air. So mobs will always try to swim, so they'll swim up to the top of here. I have 2 water blocks back in that hole there, and what they do is push forward and go either direction. So here's where the splitting happens. So one goes this way, one goes this way. Alright, and they get to this side, and this is the part where we can see them going up. You can actually see out into the area there. So they'll swim all the way to the top. Again, the same bars on the sides. Here's the top, there's a water stream. Takes them over to the middle and drops them right down. So we have a couple signs here to keep the water from going down too far. And these water streams are equally placed from the center, so it makes a nice current that goes right to the middle. And then we have the same thing on the other side. So they come over here, drop down. Oh no, I'm caught in the cow clicker. It's okay, I have a pick. I can get myself out. Shoop. And then from there, ready for cooking. Alright, cool. It's pretty easy to breed them as well. Grab our wheat. Take 16 because there's 16 parent cows. Oh, let me stop the water flow first. There you go. And you notice a few more of the grass pox died because I left it open longer this time. Alright, so hearts, 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 hearts. Oh, they're loving this wheat. See, these cows are safe. Well, actually, sometimes the baby stays in the position and the parent cow gets pushed out. Like a couple of those. But it's okay. Generally, you want to leave them here until they grow up, because it really doesn't do any good to cook the baby cows. There's no drops from them. The one downside of this farm is the experience orbs fall down here. But if I really want them, I can just hop down here. Eventually, I'm going to put in a better access way than just this ladder. Once I have an ender farm, it might just be ender pearls. You can easily toss in and out. Alright, with the first farm design, I centered it based on this farm, but it wasn't centered in the wall, and that was bothering me. So this design is actually centered in the wall, and I think I like it a lot better. Yeah, so then there's the roof. I'm going to do something, or the ceiling rather, put some sort of ceiling design around. Yeah, I'm way in on the walls, so should I just continue this pattern just straight on around? Maybe put in some storage areas built into the walls. I have a wheat farm on the other side of my base, but I might just put another style of wheat farm over here. Maybe one of those darkness farms that just pops them all off at once, instead of a water farm. But yeah, maybe I'll eventually put in maybe some chicken or pig farms. This could be at the farming room. Might be kind of interesting. Nice and big and open. Take the ceiling up a few more blocks. Alright, well, that is what we did this time. It is functional, working well, and I think it looks pretty cool. I do like the elevator. You can see the cows going at both sides. It makes me happy. Alright, well, that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.